Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the weight of the mask. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So first of all, what is the mask? The mask is what the narcissist wears virtually their whole lives. It is a way to portray themselves as one individual to the exterior and or the general public, and to allow them to be somebody completely different, many times behind closed doors, to the people that love them or trust them. Their inner circle are the people that usually get an awful lot of the abuse. Having said that, the weight of the mask, imagine, if you will, if you are wearing a mask, let's say it's Halloween, which just passed a couple months ago, and you have to put a mask on to go to a Halloween party. Well, you do that for what? A couple hours, maybe take it on and off so you can breathe, things like that. The mask is cumbersome, right? And that's why Halloween is only one night a year. Having said that, the mask the narcissist wears, it is 365 days a year for the duration of them being on the planet. They're always wearing the mask. They're always looking to manipulate somebody, some unsuspecting individual who doesn't have the education or the awareness on the narcissistic abusive cycle. And that individual was you until you got the wisdom on channels like mine and many others. And again, thank you very much for being here. But having said all those things, the weight of the mask, it gets more and more cumbersome. It gets heavier and heavier for the narcissist to carry on the facade of with their false being to an individual the longer the relationship goes on. In other words, when you first met the narcissist, most likely, they love bombed you, and you entered the love bomb / euphoric stage, which was when you were the flavor of the month and everything was all puppies and rainbows, and they couldn't get enough of you. Remember, they were showering you with emojis, showering you with attention. You could do no wrong. Everything was like, everything was perfect, you thought. And this happened really quickly. It happened fast. And you're like, wow, what's going on here? Where's this person been? Why are they single? I can't believe this. Like, this person's amazing. They think that I'm incredible. I've been waiting my whole life for this person, things like that. And then once the narcissist found out that you perhaps, let's say you fell in love with them, or you took the job, or you signed the contract with them, or whatever you did, maybe you did all three of those things, then they're like, okay, got them now. Now they're ensnared in the web of manipulation, lies, deceit, and destruction. Perhaps you married them, perhaps you moved in with them, perhaps you went into business with them, perhaps you moved next door to them, who knows? But the point is, once they realized that they had you where they wanted you in that web of destruction, that's when you entered the devaluation stage and or the narcissistic fog. That's when you no longer were the flavor of the month. And that's when you couldn't figure out what was going on. All of a sudden you went out of favor. Remember those days? You couldn't make a decision properly without being ridiculed, without being demeaned or diminished or invalidated. No longer were you getting responses to your texts. No longer were you being listened to. No longer were you being heard. Why? Because now the narcissist, the weight of the mask of the narcissist has slowly slipped. It's not off, but it's slipped a little bit because they can't bring their A game to you or for you any longer. And I'll tell you why that is. It's because they know that they now have you. And when they know they have you, enter devaluation stage, soon to be discard and or the ending of the relationship. Having said all these things, keep in mind, when you are in the devaluation stage, let's say you did get married as an example. When you're in the devaluation stage and you're married, that's when you're thinking, okay, wow, I found the perfect partner. I married them. That's great. That's not what the narcissist is thinking. They're thinking, wow, I have the wedding ring on my finger. Now this is a license to abuse, a license to manipulate, a license to gaslight, etc. And that is exactly what they do. And they don't have to keep the mask on that much longer or 24/7 with you. Why? Because when the front door opens, you're going to see Dr. Jekyll and or Mr. Hyde. You're not going to see the same person. You're going to see a person who cares about you less and less, a person that wants to manipulate you, a person that wants to extract your resources from you, which again includes your time, money, energy, effort, love, empathy, everything. And that's exactly what happens because the narcissist, they can't carry the facade on too long. So think about this. Really understand what I'm mentioning to you. When you're in a healthy relationship, or a healthier relationship, I should say, you don't have to try. You just be. You're in a flow state. You're in a state of giving and receiving without expectation. You do it because perhaps you're in love, or perhaps you want to contribute, and so does the other individual. When you're in a narcissistic relationship, It is a relationship built on manipulation. It's built on exchanging, not exchanging, it's built on transactions. Remember, that's how the narcissist sees you. They see you as a transaction and an opportunity and someone that they can use, abuse, manipulate, and throw away like a sheet of paper on the freeway. It's exactly how they look at you. I'm sorry to say it. I'm not trying to trigger you or upset you. I'm just letting you know firsthand that every narcissistic relationship has an expiration date, and you should know that by now. And it is tough love, but it's a fact. Now, the weight of the mask, this gets heavier and heavier. Why? Because bear in mind, the narcissist needs new shiny things, new shiny objects, new shiny people. And you were in favor when you were in the love bomb / euphoric stage, and you fell out of favor perhaps the minute you got married, perhaps the minute you moved in with them, perhaps the minute you relocated, perhaps the minute you took the job, who knows? But what I'm suggesting to you, and really digest what I'm telling you, is the patience and or the bandwidth of the narcissist, it runs out so quickly because they can't keep up the facade of the false narrative of the mask they're wearing. They can't do it. They need to play different characters virtually daily, sometimes hourly, depending on who they're with. That is exactly why the narcissist can turn on and off the charm at the drop of a hat. And that's exactly why, for example, let's say that you went somewhere with the narcissist and they have a rage fit right before you get to the event, and they're blowing up and stealing your energy, and then you get to the event and you're looking like you're all disheveled and like you just had a bad day. But the truth of the matter is the narcissist just blew up your experience, and then they have their smile and their game face on to attend that event, and everyone thinks that they're just the best thing since sliced bread. But they don't realize that on the car ride over to the event, they just blew up on you. These are real life examples. These are examples of how the narcissist can't wear the mask and how they want to diminish you and how they don't want you to be perceived as a healthier individual many times in the public eye. Now, I know I'm sharing a lot here. I'm letting you know firsthand that this happens. The intentional argument happens over and over and over in any narcissistic relationship. And what that means is when you are getting ready to attend an event, let's say a barbecue, or let's say a birthday, or a get-together, or a holiday, whatever it is, many times the narcissist will create an argument to throw a monkey wrench in your experience. It happens on vacations all the time. Why? Because they want to disrupt your energy. They don't want you having fun. They want to devalue you and invalidate your experience so they can get supply from you, and they can sit and watch you not have a good experience while they're gobbling up all of your energy. That's what they do. That's why they're energy vampires. Really understand what I'm telling you. But getting back to the weight of the mask, it gets so cumbersome over time that's exactly why the narcissist blows up relationships. Any kind of relationship with another human being, think about it. Even pets, you could say, they blow up relationships. Why? Because they don't have the bandwidth or the tolerance to care about another individual. All they care about is one person, and it's not you. It is themselves. That is exactly why they can wear the mask for a period of time before you enter the devaluation stage, and then you'll get a little breadcrumb of the euphoric / love bomb stage. Of course you will, because they want to string you along as long as possible before you actually figure it out that you're with a narcissist, or before they discard you. All along, keep in mind, when they're devaluing you, they are giving their game face, their best face, the love bomb / euphoric stage. That mask is going to your replacement or replacements. Play that again. It's true. It's 100% how these people work. They are always jumping from person to person, business to business, relationship to relationship, town to town, city to city, country to country, blowing up people's relationships in their wake of destruction, lies, and manipulation. It's what they do. That's exactly why they don't have long-term friends. That's exactly why they don't stay together in relationships for long periods of time. That's why they go days, weeks, months, years on end without speaking with family members. Play that again. It's a fact. So you may say to yourself, wow, that must be a difficult life, being the narcissist and wearing that mask all the time. I'm certain it is. Imagine every morning you have to wake up and think to yourself, who am I going to manipulate today? How am I going to take from somebody else today? How am I going to put myself high on the pedestal and diminish someone? How am I going to ruin someone's birthday, vacation, event, ceremony, celebration? That's another one. If you have a special date or date that is all about you, example, let's say you're going to receive you're going to graduate something, or you just passed a class, or it's a special event to you, or a company party, whatever it is, the narcissist will look to blow that up. Now, every time? No. But many times, yes. That's exactly why if the narcissist has, that's exactly why the narcissist is the narcissist. What they do is they steal your moments, your celebrations, your holidays, birthdays, events, things like that. They want to ruin them. And why do they do that? Because they can, first of all, and second of all, because they're hoping to take away from your pleasant experience. So before I close the video out, I want to let you know the weight of the mask, it is cumbersome, it is heavy. It is something that no individual should have to do, but yet that's what the narcissist does. They're always shape-shifting, they're always changing, they're always adapting, they're always on the go. They are always on their own hamster wheel of manipulation, never getting peace, never being satisfied, never being satiated. They're always looking for that bright, shiny object. And they find the bright, shiny object every single time they get a new supply. And then they realize, wow, that new supply, that didn't quite do it. I need to get another new supply, and on and on and on. And that's what they do. What do? You heal. You move forward. You insulate yourself. You have boundaries. You certainly don't enter another toxic relationship with a narcissist. That's what you do. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful chilly Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. And be authentic, be genuine, be the best version of yourself possible. If not now, when? Guys, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. I love you. Have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you tomorrow. God bless you. And it is cold. All right, bye, guys.